at least 10 people have been affected by these ideas, losing weight and feeling more energy and getting off their prescription drugs. These are powerful strategies, friends. If you're dealing with a health challenge, please understand it is not a medical issue for the most part, unless you've been hit by a car or you got some kind of mechanical trauma. For the most part, chronic degenerative diseases, which affect 80% of our, which are comprise 80% of our healthcare costs in this country, are really not medical issues. Somehow the medical model has stuck itself into our health tent. The camel's nose has gotten itself into our health tent, and now you have doctors everywhere telling you how to be healthy. That's not the role of doctoring. It shouldn't be the role of doctoring. It's our business and our business alone, and that involves nutrition, it involves supplementation, it involves dietary strategies, lifestyle strategies, relaxation techniques. Nothing has to do, none of these things have to do with the medical model. Don't you want to participate in your own health by yourself? Don't you want to address your health challenges without a doctor, without going to without having to go to the pharmacy, without interfacing with the medical model? Don't you prefer to do it yourself? Isn't it smarter to take care of these kinds of things for our health, for ourselves and for our families? Ourselves? Yesterday, FDA approves new type 2 diabetes treatment. People, diabetes is not a doctor or drug issue. I'm telling you this as a registered pharmacist who's been studying this stuff for nearly 30 years. Diabetes affects 100 million people or more in this country, and it's not a medical issue. It's a lifestyle issue. It's a choice issue. FDA approves new type 2 diabetes drug. So, Boehringer Ingelheim. Now we got Glyzambi, an adjunct to diet and exercise to improve glycemic control. Who says we need an adjunct to diet and exercise? Well, apparently Boehringer Ingelheim and Lilly. New drugs for diabetes. Yesterday, another article came out, or last week, another article. Higher dementia risk linked to more use of common drugs. Benadryl, over the counter, now connected with dementia. Last week, or a couple weeks ago, we talked about how Benadryl affects the brain, how it's involved with the pleasure center in the brain. Now it turns out that Benadryl and other drugs like Benadryl can be associated with dementia. No surprise. There's no such thing as a drug that's not ultimately going to have toxicity and side effects. That's just not how it happens. So if you're dealing with brain health issues, physical health issues, please understand there are wonderful lifestyle strategies that we can incorporate immediately for free with no toxicity to reduce anxiety, to reduce the symptoms of degenerative disease, to turn disease around. One of the best is meditation. Meditation is one of the all-time great ways to activate the parasympathetic nervous system. And it's not airy-fairy or spiritual, although it can be spiritual. Meditation is medicine. It's mind training. It's ancient mind training that people have known about for thousands of years. You can consider meditation as medication for the mind, the body, in terms of its ability to activate the relaxation response. Unless you think that meditation has something to do with Buddhism or spirituality, it's only something spiritual people indulge in, you might be interested to know that athletes, not necessarily known for being yogis or spiritual masters, athletes are beginning to take advantage of the mind and body relaxation properties associated with the ancient practice and science of meditation. ESPN.com ran an interesting story about the Seattle Seahawks. Seattle Seahawks were in the Super Bowl yesterday. Many people know that. A great game, by the way. Apparently, the Seahawks have a team psychologist. That itself is not a big deal. Sports psychology is a big business. Hypnosis, visualization, NLP have been used by NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, have been used by professional sports teams for decades. There was a guy named Bucky Dent, some of you may remember, he played for the Yankees in the 1970s. He was a mild-mannered shortstop. He hit probably 200, 220. If you don't know baseball, that's just not hitting very well. And then one year, he just woke up. He actually became a World Series hero. It was 1978, and he credited Silva Mind Training. Silva Mind Training is an alpha state development technique or program associated with meditation, and Bucky Dent used Silva Mind Training. He became a World Series hero. I've always said that if a professional athlete is doing something for their bodies, we probably want to be paying attention and maybe learning a thing or two. Professional athletes are making millions and millions of dollars by basically figuring out how to be super healthy. Not just healthy, super healthy. It means big bucks to a professional athlete. And the Seattle Seahawks team psychologist, a guy named Mike Gervais, not only trains the Seahawks from a psychological perspective, he leads meditation classes. The Seattle Seahawks professional football team, NFL, they do group meditations. And by the way, the best meditator on the team, and the one who's really taken it on in a big way, is a guy who's the team leader, a quarterback, a guy named Russell Wilson. And for those of you who don't know, this guy Russell Wilson has become, in his third year in the NFL, he's been to the Super Bowl twice, didn't win yesterday, but came close. He's quickly become one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL in 3 years, and one of the best players in the entire league. And he's 5'9", by the way, in the NFL, in a league of giants. He's a midget playing in a game of giants. And he meditates regularly. And he takes it seriously. Now, I'm not saying his success is due to meditation. I'm just saying these kinds of techniques are incredibly important for physical well-being as well as emotional well-being, for strength, for stamina. And if we're sick in any way, high blood pressure, diabetes, kidney disease, heart disease, cancer, whatever, we'd be foolish not to be exploiting these wonderful, wonderful techniques. By the way, nitric oxide, we're going to talk about nitrates and nitrates. I've gotten a bunch of letters from folks saying, when are we going to talk about nitrates and nitrates? We will be talking about nitrates and nitrites, and I'll be telling you why some of what you've heard about nitrates is not necessarily accurate, and we'll be getting to that here in a little bit, probably in the next day or two. So hang tight. Effective Zen, this is from the journal Progress in Neuropsychopharmacology and Biological Psychiatry. Quote, or this is the headline, effective Zen meditation on nitric oxide activity. How do you like that? It turns out that Zen meditation is a great way to upregulate nitric oxide. And nitric oxide is associated with opening up blood vessels, improving circulatory system health, lowering blood pressure, etc. I was on the plane last week, and I was reading a book about mental health. It's called Awareness-Based Cognitive Therapy. Okay, fancy way of saying using awareness to actually manipulate your mind. Awareness-based cognitive therapy is a healing science using mental and mind power to heal the body. The book is called, actually, Meditation and Mental Health. It's written by a guy named Peter Wilberg, W-I-L-B-U-R-G. He's a psychologist, and he wrote about, he's not a airy-fairy, hippy-dippy guy. He's a psychologist, and he was writing about meditation and mental health. Anyway, the lady next to me, she looked at the book, she saw the title of the book, and she started asking me questions about mental health and about meditation and about the book. And she told me she tried to meditate. She took classes on meditation. She just couldn't do it. As she put it, she couldn't seem to quiet her mind, to empty her mind of thought. And I hear this all the time. And this is a misconception that a lot of people have about meditation, that it somehow involves quitting your thoughts, shutting down your mind, or eliminating mental chatter. And I've been meditating regularly now for almost 30 years, and I've read a lot about it. I know a lot about it. And so what I told this gal was meditation's not about turning off your mind, quieting the mind. That's one of the things that will happen, but that's not the main point. That's not the thing that you want to go for. Tell you what I mean when we come back from our break. We'll take your phone calls as well. 844-236-6010 is our number. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Bright Side on the Genesis Communication Network. We'll be back after this.
Virtually anyone can hack your cell phone and track your calls, your texts, your emails, your every movement, but only if they can detect a signal. Stay one step ahead of hackers and Big Brother with a Block-It Pocket, a custom-made pocket infused with pure silver that creates a complete Faraday enclosure for your cell phone. For free shipping to the lower 48, visit blockitpocket.com or call 888-315-9618. blockitpocket.com, enhancing health and privacy.
Worried about getting sick and feeling terrible for days or even weeks? You need Immudyne for a healthy immune system. Why get sick and bother with products that just don't work? For just $1 a day, Immudyne is all natural and safe for all lifestyles. Call 866-257-8668 to buy now before it's too late, before you get sick. Or go to IMMUDYNE.com, Immudyne.com, or call 866-257-8668.
Yeah?
Did you want to see me, sir?
Well, I did, but now that I do, I'm not so sure.
Sir?
Johnson, I got a mission for you that could change your life.
Oh, good, sir.
It involves traveling halfway around the world without so much as half a clue of where you're going or what you're going to do when you get there.
Situation normal, sir?
Uh-huh. But I'll be leading this mission, Johnson, so I'll be telling you what to do.
You, sir?
That's right, Johnson, and I say first things first.
Oh, good plan, sir.
And what I say is first is food. Always remember that, Johnson. Food is a big deal.
Sir, my brother-in-law can get us a really good deal on some surplus MREs.
Johnson, if you've got half a brain and that empty head of yours, you'll call
call the freeze-dry guy like I did. That food is better for you, it rehydrates faster, and it's good, Johnson. And it keeps for up to 30 years.
Will we be gone that long, sir?
I hope not.
Now get your supplies organized and meet me down to the pier at dawn on Sunday. We sail at sunrise.
Yes, sir.
This adventure is brought to you by the Freeze Dry Guy. Call 866-404-3663 or visit freezedryguy.com.
We live in a complicated society. Stressful issues are always popping up. Have you ever been treated unfairly by someone? Have you ever been overcharged for a repair? Have you ever signed a contract or a document? Worried about identity theft? How many times have you been in those unique situations where you just wanted to call an attorney to find out if you're right or wrong, or what your legal rights are? But every time you think about calling an attorney, what do you think about first? That's right. Who do you call, and how much will it cost? Our friends at Legal Shield have found a solution. With a nationwide network of 6,900 attorneys who average over 19 years of experience, Legal Shield's law firms take over 40,000 calls per week helping their members. For less than $20 per month, you can have access to Legal Shield on everything from the trivial to the traumatic. Let Legal Shield stand up for your rights at lsprotection.com. That's lsprotection.com. Or call 855-340-SAVE, 855-340-7283.
Results will vary from case to case.
Are you always 5 minutes late? Maybe you're only late when you don't want to be somewhere. Then you realize you're always 5 minutes late. For work, you set 3 alarms, drag your feet in the shower, drink your coffee slowly until you're rushing out the door. 5 minutes late. It's not that you hate your job. Hate is such a strong word. You're just not that excited about it. But most people don't love what they do, right? Listen, if you're local to the Twin Cities, are hardworking, self-driven, with experience in sales, marketing, or advertising, are personable, and a whiz on the phone, you might want to join one of the largest independent talk radio networks in the world, GCN. Because right now, we are hiring, and we offer benefits. Experience preferred, but we'll train the right person. Is that you? Submit your resume today to advertise@gcnlive.com. That's advertise@gcnlive.com. Come work with the Genesis Communications Network, where you'll want to be 5 minutes early every day.
Don't complain about your cable bill going up and up and up. Do something about it. Grab a pencil and jot down this special number, 1-855-905-MY-TV. The more cable TV rates go up, the better digital satellite TV looks. Say goodbye to the cable guy and get more of your favorite channels in 100% digital quality for less money. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. Sign up for packages starting as low as $19.99, and there's no equipment to buy. You get free HD TV upgrade, a free DVR upgrade, and free professional installation. You control what you watch when you watch it. Record your favorite shows, pause and rewind live TV, even skip the commercials. Watch local channels too. At just $19.99, what are you waiting for? Pull out your major credit or debit card. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV. Say goodbye to the cable guy. Cut costs and get more. 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV.
Great minds think alike. The network for the independent-minded. The Genesis Communications Network. GCN.
All right, we are back on the bright side. I'm Pharmacist Ben. Got lines open for you, 844-236-6010. If we left you on hold in the past and we didn't get to you, now's the time to get on board because we do have lines open. 844-236-6010. I'm Pharmacist Ben. And you're listening to The Bright Side on the Genesis Communication Network. If you're interested in checking out the longevity products, head over to my website, brightsideben.com, and take a look at the products. You can also join the Brightside Ben team for a one-time $10 fee. Start yourself a longevity business. Click on the Join the Team link at brightsideben.com. You can also call the Brightside Ben phone team at 866-735-2470. That's 866-735-2470. If you're interested in joining myself and my friend Dixie Sedgwick on our monthly phone calls, we were doing them weekly. Now we're going to be doing them monthly. Dial-in number 605-562-3140, and the participant access code is 444973#. Yesterday we talked about skin health and some of the mythologies associated with skin products. A lot of you have asked about my new skincare line that's coming out. Should be out here in a week or two. I know I've been saying that for a while, but we just finished up the Finished up doing some videos for the website. Hopefully the website will be up here in the next 1 to 2 weeks, and you can find out all about it. It's a new way of looking. It's not new to me. I've been doing this for a long time, but it's new to a lot of people, a new way of taking care of the skin. It's health care for the skin. For too long, the skin has been addressed as